Hello everyone and welcome to the same game. We'll be getting started here in just about 5 minutes. So please share the link, tell your friends, and join us live. It's the same game. It's like the match game, but different, so we call it the same game to avoid copyright. See you in about 5 minutes. Hello everyone and welcome to the same game. We'll be getting started here in about 3 minutes. Thank you so much for joining us, and please share the link and comment in the chat to let us know you're here. We'll be getting started here in 3 minutes. And thank you so much again for joining us. Hello, everyone, and welcome to The Same Game. I'm your host tonight, Matt Russell. Super excited to be here with you all, and thank you so much for joining us here on the wonderful Facebook for the Fresnel Theater. We've got a great show for you tonight, and let's meet our panelists. We have Jaye Ranbo, Julie Sinkoff, the two, the only Amy and Jaja, Eric Darrow-Worthley, John and Lord FOMO, and Lucas Colon. And I'm your host, Matt Russell. Thank you so much for joining us, everyone. It's a pleasure to be here. And I'm realizing now that it's not sharing the sound. Give me just one moment. There we go. Much better. Hello, everyone. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So, panelists, it's been a while since I've been host, and I'm glad to be back. Good to see you all. Let's go ahead and let's just talk to our panel here for a second. Jaye, you just came off of planning an amazing event. Tell us about it and how did it go?
So, I'm part of Comedy Sports. We have improv theaters all around the world, and once a year we usually gather together and, share knowledge, have workshops, and play matches against other cities. Well, of course, with that, worldwide pandemic, we haven't been able to gather in person. So we gathered online, both last year and again this year, and it went very well. We had, over 100 people taking classes, hanging out in parties, and performing in a bunch of matches.
Awesome. And I honestly can't thank you enough for being part of that. I'm part of it as well, and everything you put together was above board and just perfect. So thank you, Jaye.
You're welcome.
Also joining us from the runners-up city at the World Championships, Jersey Shore, it is Julie Sinkoff. Julie, how are you doing?
I'm doing well, thanks.
So, how does it feel? How's been the reaction from your team and everything after Comedy Sports World Championship?
I'll say that it's just been a real honor and a lot of fun. The Comedy Sports team that I'm part of is actually the newest of the Comedy Sports teams. So to have the very distinct honor to play in the final match against a world-class city has been just a lot of fun and way fun to play in. So I would do it again and hopefully in person.
Excellent.
Next time.
Speaking of in person, let's talk to somebody who's in a puppet. It's Jaja. How you doing, Jaja?
Can you hear me now?
Yes, I can, Jaja.
Hey, hi.
How have you been? It's been
great.
a while.
I've been great.
Any new projects coming up?
No, but I am going shopping for some new accessories, and I found a tuxedo just my size.
Oh, you gonna wear it to a fancy place?
I may be a host or something someday. You never know. It's good to have a good-fitting tuxedo.
It's very good to have a good-fitting tuxedo. I'm wearing a vest, and it's the first time in 3 years I'm able to fit into it.
Congratulations.
Well, thank you so much.
They say, dress for the job you want.
I want to be a super spy.
There we go.
Yeah.
Perfect. Excellent. And what would your spy name be, Jaja?
Lady Fingers.
Lady Fingers.
Yeah. I have monster fingers. But if I were a super spy, I would steal jewels and stuff.
Oh. Well, now we're all accomplices, so we have to be careful about that.
I didn't dress for that job.
You dressed like an accomplice. I'm pretty sure we all have at some point.
That's fair.
Speaking of accomplices, we couldn't accomplish tonight's show without a couple of accomplices or contestants. Coming from Texas, it's Manuel, and coming from Connecticut, it's Glenn. Give them a round of applause as they come and join us today on the screen. How you doing there, everybody?
Hi.
Let's go ahead and talk to Glenn first. Glenn, tell us about yourself. Where are you from and what do you do?
Hey, coming to you live from Wilton, Connecticut, population 18,000. Salute. I work in real estate, so I have been so insanely busy. I have not been able to slow down for almost a year and 6 months now. But it's all good. I take the work while you can get it. I enjoy bowling and long walks on rocky beaches because that's the only kind of beach we have here in Connecticut. Womp womp.
I can dig it.
Yeah,
Excellent.
but they're nice. They are nice beaches. So, yeah.
Hmm. I wouldn't expect you to walk on a bad beach.
No. I mean, who wants to do that?
I mean,
Bad beach.
I know a couple bad beaches, if you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Speaking of bad beaches, it's Manuel. Manuel, how are you doing there? Tell us a little bit about yourself, where you're from, what do you like to do?
I'm from my mother, for starters. And I got inspired a little bit ago, so now I'm playing with matches.
Okay. That sounds like a very safe hobby.
Well, in a nutshell, I fix things.
Okay. So you're a fixer.
I am a fixer. Generally, I do repairs, work good construction, remodeling, and comedy, and gaming, and
But now, you also stream on Twitch. Do you want to plug your channel?
L Lindo Kid would be L-E-L. I believe it's a hyphen underneath it. Lindo, Lindo hyphen K-I-D.
All right, we will definitely make sure we get that in the chat by the end of the show to get everybody to head over there. Now, backstage, we flipped a coin, and the winner of that coin toss was Manuel. And Manuel, you get to pick either... so I'm going to explain the game to everybody. You know how it's played, but Manuel, you've won the coin toss, so you're going to go first. We have 3 games for you tonight. Each game is separated into 2 rounds, and the first person to win 2 rounds wins the game. Sorry, and then the first person to win 2 games wins the whole thing. And what you're going to win is half the proceeds from tonight will be going to the charity of your choosing. So at this point, I would like to once again plug the fact that you can donate and contribute to our theater, either through Venmo at Fresnel Theater, or through PayPal, paypal.me/Fresnel Theater. Those links are in the comments section. Be sure to check them out. Excuse me. Whole Foods sparkling mineral water. It gets me every time. So, Manuel, you won the coin toss. For round 1 of game 1, do you want question A or question B? Excuse me.
I want to start at the beginning of our alphabet.
All right, so here we go with question A. The Olympics start tomorrow, and the decor is pretty weird. It's not just the beds made out of cardboard, but also the blanks. So while they're thinking about that, I would once again like to go ahead and tell you that Same Game is here every Thursday night at 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific, and use the math for Central and Mountain Time. So it looks like everybody's getting this going. The Olympics start tomorrow and the decor is weird. It's not just the beds made out of cardboard, but also the blanks. It looks like Jaja's almost ready. It looks like everybody is ready. Waiting on Julie. Here we go. So, Manuel, the Olympics start tomorrow. The decor is weird. It's not just the beds made out of cardboard, but also the blanks. What do you think it is, Manuel?
I was going to say toilet paper.
The toilet paper. All right, let's check with our panelists. Julie, starting with you. What do you have written down there?
I don't use this as toilet paper. I wrote flags.
Flags. The flags are cardboard. All right, no sames yet, but you still have 5 more people. Jaja, what'd you put down?
I said the stadia
The stadia.
where the athletes will perform.
Oh, gotcha. So you're not talking about the Google Stadia, the new gaming system brought to us by Google.
No.
Right, fair enough.
No.
They are not a sponsor, but if they want to, please reach out. Eric, what did you have put down?
Cardboard.
I figured they were doing like the audience.
Audience is made out of cardboard.
That's a good one.
What a
So
good
far, no
answer.
flags, no stadiums, no audience. We're still looking for toilet paper. John, what'd you put down?
You're muted.
Muted, John.
John's muted.
I was just gonna say, technically, toilet paper is a lesser toilet cardboard, but I said the medals. I'd be really pissed if I got to the Olympics and they were, cardboard medals.
And
And how? Lucas.
John and I were on the same wavelength because I wrote gold medals.
Okay. Here's your last chance for a same.
Making the
But
bronze
if you
and
don't get
silver
any
more
sames
valuable.
here, Manuel, it's fine. You'll be able to pick it up in the second half of this game 1. Jay, what'd you put down?
There's a trend. I also said medals.
Medals.
Okay, so Manuel, you didn't get any right that time, but that's fine.
Yes, I did.
You got it perfectly right.
Yeah, you got it perfectly right. They got it wrong. That's how it works.
Sames.
To be fair, we spent most of last year looking for toilet paper, and that
We
never paid off
did.
either.
Oh,
I got a bidet.
Sorry, I failed you, sir.
You know, that's my favorite Godspell number is Day Bidet. Glenn, we're going to you next.
Boo!
Oh.
I don't
Dad
get
joke. Dad joke.
Dad joke indeed.
Dad joke.
Glenn, we're going to you for the second question of round 1.
Correct.
It's the same start of the prompt, though. The Olympics start tomorrow in Japan,
Wow.
and people can't wait for the opening ceremonies with a cameo from blank. The opening ceremonies for tomorrow's Olympics in Japan. At the opening ceremonies will be a cameo from blank. So while that's going on, I'd like to tell you about our first sponsor of tonight. Our first sponsor of tonight is Casper. Not the bed, the comic books. Just go out and find them somewhere. RV Comics pay me $3, and I'll do anything for $3. Casper, the friendly ghost. All right, everybody's looking like they're getting done here. We'll go ahead and start us going. We'll let Jaja and Amy finish up, and we'll come to them last.
Thank you.
So, Glenn, I think it makes more sense for you to tell us your answer before I go to the panel. Glenn, so people can't wait for the opening ceremonies of the Tokyo Olympics with a cameo from blank.
Nobody.
From nobody. There's no cameos.
Everyone's afraid to go.
Well, that'll
Oh my
save him
God.
some money.
It will indeed. Jay, what did you put down?
I thought it was a great answer last round. So I've got the cardboard fan from the Bud Light commercial.
I'm sorry, there's no same there because even cardboard
Technically
people are
nobody?
people.
I mean,
What do you have against cardboard people, Glenn?
nothing. Not a thing.
All right. Lucas, what do you have put down?
Sure, I can spell. You said cameo, and I immediately thought of Danny Bonaducci.
Good one.
That's nobody. Come on, that's nobody.
Fun fact, Danny Bonaducci went up to $85 last week and then dropped back down to $80. So
Oh, dang.
It's
I
because you
sold
were
my
talking about
my
him.
my Bonaducci coin. John, what do you have written down?
I'm going to appeal to the judges with this one because people will be afraid to show up because of the Fukushima fallout.
Oh.
No, there's no cameo for the Fukushima fallout. Oh,
Yeah.
wow, that's how Gilbert Godfrey lost a job. So Glenn,
What?
Oh no.
no sames yet, but we still have the other half of the panel. Eric, what do you have putting down?
Was I, going for what I thought was going to be the obvious answer? Gojira.
That's how we came up with Fukushima fallout.
Gojira is the actual cultural ambassador from Japan to all nations. So, yeah.
True.
Speaking of monsters, let's talk to our favorite monster, none other than Julie Sinkoff. Julie, what do you have put down?
Just as popular as Godzilla, I said Pikachu.
Well, it is Pokemon's 25th anniversary. Who knows?
Yes.
And speaking of friendly yellow monsters, let's talk to Jaja. Jaja, what'd you put down?
I'm not sure you're talking about me now.
I am friendly yellow monsters.
Okay. All right. Go with me on this.
I am.
All right. Wouldn't it be spectacular in a weird, macabre way if a supervillain took over the Olympics?
Yeah.
And I voted my favorite supervillain, the Joker.
The Joker. I
Go
would
with me
love
on
to
this.
see the Joker take over the Olympics. That would be amazing.
Write a song.
However, Glenn doesn't want to see the Joker take over the Olympics. He wants to see nobody making a cameo.
No.
Which means this first round of games, nothing happened. We're just playing for the second round here. And we're going into the second round right away because no sames yet. Everybody is available to play and match with. And let's start with Manuel. Manuel, would you like A or B this time around?
B.
B. All right, here we go. Dumb Donald was so dumb.
How
dumb was he?
He thought Pulp Fiction was a documentary about blank. Dumb Donald was so dumb, he thought Pulp Fiction was a documentary about blank. Now, while they're figuring that all out, Glenn, I'll talk to you for a second.
Sure.
Glenn, a lot of events are being added to the Olympics. Skateboarding this year, surfing this year. Next year, e-games and chess are even being considered as exhibition matches. What is the one sport that is currently an Olympic event that you're like, yeah, I could maybe do that?
That I could do?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Probably that thing where they twirl the big ribbons. I didn't say I would be good at it, but I think I could do it.
That's all I was asking. Yeah, rhythmic gymnastics.
Rhythmic gymnastics.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, thank you. I didn't know the name. See, that's how bad at it I would be. But I think I might be able to do portions of it before, breaking a hip.
It's like a fancy Wild West show is the way I consider ribbon dancing.
Yeah.
All right. So, Manuel, Dumb Donald was so dumb, he thought Pulp Fiction was a documentary about what?
Orange juice.
Orange juice. All right, let's see if we got any sames there. Let's start with Jaja this time.
Dude, I said orange juice.
That's a same. Manuel's on the board. Let's go ahead to Eric. What'd you put down?
On the board.
Orange juice. That's two sames. Julie, what'd you put down? Three sames. John, keep this same train going.
Oh, hang on. Let me write something else down then. Or I can just hold up paper making.
Paper making.
We're back to the
All right.
Yeah.
You still got three, though. Jay, what'd you put down?
My answer's fresh in from the 90s. I've got OJ's Alibi.
Ooh.
Nice.
He said OJ.
That's I believe that's called the keto diet.
Oh. That one was bad.
Bye, everybody.
See
Bye.
All right, and that's a same for Glenn. Lucas, what'd you put down?
John, you and I are twins tonight. Paper making.
Oh, wow. All right. So you have three sames on the board. How are you feeling going into the second half here, Manuel?
I'm feeling hot.
Feeling hot. All right, Glenn, you have to same
You're
with
wearing
at
a
least
jacket.
three to. You have to same with three to tie,
That's the reason.
4 to win. You ready?
I'm ready.
All right. So panelists and Glenn, a new app was just released.
Huh?
It's a soup-only delivery service called Blank. A new app was just released. It's a soup delivery service, and it's called Blank. So I asked Glenn earlier, I'm going to ask you the same question, Manuel. What Olympic event do you think you would be able to do? Not succeed at, not be amazing at, but just which one do you think you could do?
Fat boy.
Bat Boy? For the baseball or softball teams?
Softball team.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
I can walk easily. No.
Walk easily carrying a weapon to somebody else. Letting everybody know that at 4:30 a.m. on the Peacock app, if you have Peacock without commercials, you could go ahead and stream the live opening ceremonies at 4:30 a.m. This segment is brought to you by Peacock without their knowledge.
What time zone?
It's in the
All of them.
Japan. It's 4:30 a.m. in the Pacific time zone. That would be 5:30 Mountain, 6:30 Central, 7:30 a.m. Eastern. So if you're up that early, check it out. Or if you're up that late. Okay. Here we go. Glenn, a new app was just released. It's a soup-only delivery service called Blank.
Soup Hub.
Soup Hub. Let's see how people did. Lucas, you had a big reaction there. Let's start with you.
Yeah, I went in a very different direction. This app is
Yay.
called Delivered to You.
Delivered to you.
Clever.
And, Jay, what do you have put down there?
I've got chowder.
Not the E.
All right, you still have a chance here. If you sing with all the other 4, you win. If you sing with 3, you tie. Let's go to John.
There was literally a business in Portland that if you ordered soup, they would deliver it by bicycle, and it was called Soup Cycle.
Cycle.
That's fun.
All right, you got to sing with everybody to tie. And if not, we're still going to see everybody's answers. Let's go to Eric. Eric, what'd you put down?
Well, it's not a tie.
Sasha, go.
Nice.
All right, it's not a tie. So Manuel does win game 1. But let's see what Jaja wrote down. What'd you write down, Jaja?
Puree pal.
Puree pal.
Great.
Oh my God, they're awesome.
That's good.
And Julie, what did you have written down?
Oh, mine's along the same lines as Jay's. I wrote super.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
Thank you.
It's super.
You're hired.
The person I ran these question bys today, their answer was Stuber.
Ah!
Stuber.
Clever.
Yes.
All right. So, Manuel, you've won the first game. So you are up 1 game to 0. Glenn, you could still win the second game and take it to a tiebreaker. But before we do that, let's go ahead and let's talk to the rest of our panel here.
You can leave.
No, come back. You're ruining the Twitch. Okay, no, I don't have OBS. Let's talk to the rest of the panel here. Lucas, sorry, let's go ahead. Let's talk to Amy first. Jaja, we talk to you every time. Jaja, why don't you take a break and let's talk to your friend Amy.
Wait. All right.
Yeah.
That's okay. Hi.
Hi, Amy. How you doing?
Hi, I'm all right. I'm wearing a headband.
I see you are wearing a headband. Now,
But he's
is
working
that
for
a
the weekend.
victorious headband? Because we haven't announced who the winner was of the championship, but you did score that final point. Tell me
did.
more.
It was a pun game, and the subject was aliens, and no one else went the Star Wars route, but I did, and I think the timing was just right that it landed on me. And there you go. Do you want the joke?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna reframe it.
Okay.
I went to alien camp, but I didn't have a great time. I fell off a fence and broke my jaw.
That was a great joke.
Somebody laughed with their nose. I'll take a sinus laugh. Sure.
Sinus laughter is as good as any.
It counts with any sound above the neck.
Yeah. So congratulations again, Amy, on that wonderful win. And now I believe on Saturday, you're the world champion CSZ Portland team is taking on CSZ Maine.
Yes.
Is this correct?
Yes. It is correct, and I am raring to go.
Mm.
I'm still floating on that energy, and they better watch it.
Mm-hmm. I'm hoping so. I'm hoping everybody watches it. We can
Well, I'll let
use
you
the
know.
views. Speaking of using views, let's talk to Lucas. How you doing, Lucas?
Oh, hi. Yeah, I'm doing good. Just hanging out.
Now, you were nominated for a prestigious award. Tell us about it.
A prestigious award? Yeah, I was. So in Buffalo, we have our own version of the Oscars, like within our theater community.
So more
We
like the
call-
Tonys?
Yeah, like the Tonys, but even better, we call it the Arties. I don't know who they're named after. And I got nominated for one of those awards, Best Supporting Actor in a Play, where I was a sacrificial lamb and died on stage. Response of blood. It was wonderful.
You were Jesus?
No, I was not.
I think they might be named after art.
Art. Oh,
Art.
yeah, that'd make
Art,
sense,
so-
wouldn't it?
Or the character from Warehouse 13.
Kind of what I was
That
thinking.
too.
I'm
There's
along
so
the
many
lines with you.
possibilities.
Now, let's go ahead and let's talk to Eric. Eric, how are you, sir?
I had a manager once named Artie.
You did?
Yeah, he was kind of a jerk.
Yeah.
I like
Screw
it,
Artie.
He was a little abrasive, but he was basically a good guy.
All right, fine. I'll invite him to a barbecue, but he has to bring his own beer.
Fair enough.
All right. So how are you? What have you been up to, Eric?
I'm all right. I've been working on. I am directing, producing, and appearing in a night of poetry and speeches. If anybody happens to be in South Waterford, Maine, next week, it'll be at the Bear Mountain Music Hall. Looks like Lucas is planning a trip to South Waterford, Maine. I was not expecting that reaction. That's pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So yeah, and be sure to send me a link to that, and I'll put it into the comment section for everybody to look at and get all those plugs. Speaking of plugs, let's talk to my favorite person who watches a lot of videos about how electricity works. It's John Lascaretz. How you doing, John?
I watch a lot of stuff about like engineering and science and cosmology and all that.
Mm-hmm. So, John,
today,
how have you been?
Today I found out that I could technically retire today if I want to.
Do you want to?
I kind of do.
All
but
right.
I might keep working just in case.
Mm-hmm. Now you can start working on your passion projects or passion parties.
I got to figure out what that is. And
Passion party.
I know what it is.
Parties.
You know what passion projects are or what passion parties are, Jaja?
I know what passion parties are.
I want to hear what Jaja thinks a passion party is.
I don't.
I'm all headphones.
It's where everybody brings a tropical fruit.
You know,
Okay.
surprisingly, that works.
I can dig it.
Woo!
And then you all, stand around in the kitchen and laugh and cut fruit up and you make a salad and everybody gets some.
There's a lot of tossing salad, I'm pretty sure.
No.
People get some at a passion party.
Get out.
That's right.
Get out.
Everybody gets some.
Moving on.
I'm gonna just use. I'm not gonna use the segue that I thought of, so I'm just gonna go to this. So thank you so much, panel. We're glad to have you all here. Now the winning team, the winning player gets to give half of the proceeds from tonight's show to the charity of their choosing. So let's go ahead and let's talk to Glenn. Glenn, tell us about the charity that you're choosing and tell us a little bit more about it. And make sure I could get it. And while you're doing that, I'm going to bring up a link to post into the chat.
Sure. My charity is Tiny Paws RVA. This is a little stray cat feline rescue organization that's been founded just recently in the Richmond, Virginia area by a dear friend of mine. They're just starting out, so they need all sorts of help. They rescue, rehabilitate stray kittens, clean them up, get them healthy, and find full-time forever homes for wayward cats. And
Say kittens, is there a age cutoff?
I'm sorry, what?
Is there
All
an
cats
age
are
cutoff?
kittens. They just
No
become big
adolescent
kittens.
Kittens, yeah.
Big kid.
Although I don't think they're limited to just kittens either. It's stray pets, period, I think. And they're wonderful people, and they're doing a great thing. And being a softie for animals, that's my jam. So.
Excellent. Thank you so much. And Manuel, who are you playing for tonight?
Man, after that heart-pulling string thingy that Glenn just talked about, anyway, I'm going to say it's the Joyful Heart Foundation. It is located in Brooklyn, New York. It was started by Maritza Hartagay. I can never say her name right. And it is. Thank you. And it is actually a charity that for domestic violence and sexual assaults and stuff like that. So, yeah.
That's awesome. Both these charities are great in each of their own ways. It's always one of those difficult things when people...
Oh. Sorry, I should have put my phone on mute. Shut up. I can't shut it up.
Oh my God, where are my
What was
pants?
that?
That's
And the name of the ship was a bully of three.
Oh, it's Captain America.
It's one of my friends that cosplays as Captain America. That's his ringtone for me.
Awesome.
And I have for him, so I know who it
Eric
is.
matched.
So I have one of those things that this is the part of the show that's really difficult for me because both of the people, I always it feels like I'm judging one charity against the other. But I think both these charities are wonderful, amazing causes. And you can find information about both those charities in the chat right now. I have the Facebook page for Tiny Paws RVA. I have the Joyful Heart Foundation's donation page right there. I also have Bear Mountain Music Hall for Eric's show as well. So be sure to check out all those links. And if you want to donate outside of the show to either the Tiny Paws or Joyful Heart, or to any of the theaters and any of the programs that we're taking part of today, please check out the links in the comments. It means a lot. So, with that being said, who's ready for game number 2?
Oh, yeah.
All right. Manuel, you won the last one. Do you want to pass or play in the first half here?
Oh, he's so excited.
His
he lost
hat
the
wants to
pass.
pass.
Hats off to you as well. I look like I'm in an all-adult version of Newsies. Manuel, would you like to pass or play for the first round?
I lip read
Can't
pass.
hear him, but I think
Pass.
he said
All right, so
pass.
Glenn,
Red
we're
pass,
going to
yeah.
you. Would you like A or B?
Considering I had so much luck with B last time, let's go with A. Why not?
All right. Here we go. I was pretty sure my waiter was a robot because instead of bringing me water, they brought me blank. Once again, I'm pretty sure my waiter is a robot because instead of water, they brought me blank. At this point in time, I would like to tell you about another one of our wonderful sponsors. Our next sponsor tonight is Comedy Sports Portland. Go to portlandcomedy.com. We've got youth classes coming up soon, both in person and online, as well as in-person classes that you can take there. I'd also like to tell you about Comedy Sports Maine, where we have online classes going to be starting up shortly, probably mid-August, and look for dates there. We'll be opening up as soon as we know more information about how we're going to be handling the next variant. So, thank you so much for that, and now it looks like everybody is getting ready. So, Glenn, once again, I'm pretty sure our waiter is a robot because instead of bringing me water, they brought us blank.
Oil.
Oil. All right, let's see what the panel said. John, what did you put down?
I put hydraulic. Oil.
That's the same. Jay, what'd you put down?
I put Pennzoil.
Checking with the judges. That's a brand name of oil. Lucas.
Motor oil.
That's an oil. Eric.
Close.
Lubricant. Lubricant is different than oil, just
Not
slightly.
to a robot.
Are you? That's how I found out John was a robot. Jaja, what did you put down?
Oil.
Oil. So that's 4 out of 5 so far to Glenn. Julie, what'd you put down?
Oil.
Oil. All right. So Glenn, you have 5 points, 5 sames. The next round you could only same with Eric. And Manuel, you have 2 rounds to try to same with everybody to win. So Manuel, here's yours. Flossing dance craze was so 2017. The new dental dance trend is called blank. That's right, flossing was the dental dance trend of the mid-2010s. The newest dental dance trend is blank. Glenn, I'm going to ask you a question, and it's a very serious question here.
Sure.
On a scale of 1 to, of course I am, how excited are you for Ted Lasso to drop tomorrow?
Who? No, of course I am. Of course I am. Can I tell you why I'm so excited about this? Because
Yes, please.
Well, we all know and love our affiliations with Comedy Sports, and Jason Sudeikis got his start performing at the former Comedy Sports in Kansas City.
And what year did he start performing there?
That was like back in the 90s, back when there was a Comedy Sports in Kansas City. The group actually never stopped performing. They just morphed and changed names over the years. But he was definitely a Comedy Sports player way back in the day.
Now, Glenn, speaking of way back in the day, when did Comedy Sports start?
Comedy sports began in 1984.
And who was president back then? Who was
It's
president?
2 decades.
That actually would have been Ronald Reagan, right?
The actor!
He's bringing it back around to Ted
They just
Lasso.
set you up for that.
Oh yeah.
Oh, long walk down a short pier for a stupid joke. The Matt Russell story. All right, so
This goes to prove
yes,
Christopher Lloyd makes the world a more fun place.
he does.
Yeah.
Indeed.
And the Back to the Future musical is actually finally hitting West End with Roger Bart as Doc Brown.
For real.
For realsy real.
Ooh.
You do a pretty good vocal impression of Christopher Lloyd.
Road trip to London.
So before we get to this, because you just said that, you've set yourself up. Let's hear your Christopher
Yeah.
Lloyd.
Well, Marty, we gotta get you back to the future.
Oh, pretty dang good.
Delightful, delightful. I enjoyed it.
That was
Yeah.
good.
A little bit of Bernie
I
Sanders
give that a.
there.
What was that, Eric?
A little bit of Bernie Sanders, I heard.
Wait,
there's
they're
an
not the
overlap.
same?
Marty, we gotta give the power back to the people.
I'm asking you once again.
It was the hand gestures that threw
Hey,
everybody
Caroline?
off. Yeah.
Yes, Joshua, let's hear your Doc Brown.
You gotta reach 85 miles per hour.
88.
I think Joshua wins. All right, Manuel. The flossing is so 2017. The new dental dance trend is blank.
Can't hear you, Manny.
Manny, it
This
sounds
is
like you're
great.
muted there, buddy boy.
Really didn't want us to hear the ringtone anymore.
Now you're muted.
No.
He's just gonna have to give his answer via.
How about that? Can
interpretive
you hear that one?
Yes, we can.
Second mic. Okay.
Manuel.
It is called the rinse and spit.
Rinse and spit. All
Oh, I wish
right.
I thought of that.
All right. So here has the rinse and spit. Eric, what dental dance craze did you put down?
The gingivitis.
Gingivitis.
That stinks.
We cause holes in teeth. Lucas, what did you put down?
Embracing.
Oh.
Jay.
I've got the retainer mambo.
The retainer mambo. It's like a cruise ship with a dance person just there in case. John, what did you have down there?
Mine's like a group dance. It's called the Invisalign group dance.
Oh, I like
Line
that.
dancing.
There's a line.
The line dancing.
Very nice.
Oh, it's so brilliant.
Clever.
Jaja, what do you have down there?
So mad I didn't think
What do
of
I have down there?
Yes, I'm talking to your belly.
Filling.
Filling.
that. Just filling.
Jaja, how do you do the filling?
You eat a lot.
Fair enough.
Mostly carbs.
And then just drink enough water to make the carbs expand.
Ew.
Get all doughy in there.
You get all doughy. Julie, what do you have putting down?
I put the root canal.
All right.
Those were
It's
all
a line.
great.
It's like a Soul Train dance. So you like you form a canal.
That makes sense.
Okay, that's all I got.
So, Glenn, you can only you can only same here with Eric. And so this is so do you want A or B?
I'm gonna stick with A. It worked for me last time.
All right. So
Anyway.
just Eric and Glenn on this one.
Okay,
I'm gonna write
Here
an
we
answer
go.
anyway.
Have you tried Mr. T's new brand of teas? The best variety is flavored like blank. Mr. T's teas. The best variety is flavored like a blank. Since there's only two of you, I'll take this moment to tell you about our new sponsor. Micro Machines. Micro Machines and small cars you can ever find. Micro Machines, Micro Machines, Micro Machines. Right. That's a joke that nobody got except a select few, and I'm happy
Got
about it. All right. Looks like Eric is done. Let's see, Glenn. Have you tried Mr. T's Teas? The best variety is flavored like blank.
Several hundred pounds of cheap gold jewelry.
Cheap gold jewelry. Eric, what do you have put down there?
Fools.
Fools. A pity fool.
Pity the fool.
Pitties.
That's great, Jay.
All right. So, Manuel,
Minty.
you have to.
Thank you, Lucas. That is the correct answer.
You have to same with everyone to win. Same with 5 to tie.
All right.
Here we go.
Everyone for the win. Let's go.
Do it.
This isn't a Swiss Army knife. This is a Texas Army knife. We don't need a corkscrew because we have a blank.
You say pork screw?
Corkscrew.
Okay, thank you.
The Texas Army knife is like the Swiss Army knife. Instead of a corkscrew, it has a blank. Once again, I'd like to tell you about all the great charities that people are playing for tonight. Tiny Paws RVA, Joyful Heart Foundation. You can check out all of people's shows, their Twitch channels, their YouTubes, their live shows, Zoom shows. All that information is available in chat. And also, if you'd like to help out the Fresnel Theater, as we're moving forward and getting our efforts ready to reopen and start touring and doing live shows again, be sure to either donate through Venmo at Fresnel Theater or through paypal.me/Fresnel Theater. That helps us out immensely. Thank you so much for that. And it looks like everyone is still writing down. And people are starting to look up. So, let's go ahead and let's bring it on here. So, this isn't a Swiss Army knife, it's a Texas Army knife. Instead of a corkscrew, it has a blank. Manuel.
We can go with so many directions with this thing. I don't know. I'm not going to get all 5, I guarantee you. But corkscrew is kind of screwy, and so are our cricket politicians.
It has politicians. Let's go ahead, Jay.
I didn't know how to spell it, so I just drew one. It's an oil derrick.
An oil derrick. Jaye.
Birthday cake.
I don't know. Gun.
That was the other one, and Jay. Those were all near.
Lucas.
You're not going to believe this, Manny. Ted Screws.
Ted Screws.
Oh!
That's a same.
Yes,
There you
Lucas.
John.
Mine is politician adjacent, most definitely.
Mm.
But I wrote that it contains a failing electrical grid due to avoiding federal regulations.
See, there was the other one.
Sorry, that's
Many
not
possibilities.
political related enough. Julie, what do you have put down there?
I said, because everything's bigger in Texas, I just said a bigger corkscrew,
There you go.
which
Also known as
could
a
also
drill bit.
be Ted Cruz.
Who
They're the
knows?
same.
Right.
I think Ted Cruz uses the like I'm putting my loafer and I'm going to hit it against a wall.
Takes his
Eric.
luggage and runs away.
I was trying to do some subtle internet searching to check my spelling. I think I got the wrong homonym, but it's a myth anyway. But it's a clause that allows us to succeed.
All right, you did get one same, Manuel, but that's not enough to win the game. So everything is tied up to 1 game apiece, and so we're going into our tiebreaker here. With overall total points, though, I'm just saying that Glenn does have 5 and you only had 4 overall, Manuel. So, do you want to go first or second, Glenn? In our tiebreaker.
I'll go first.
All right, so the tiebreaker round works like this. I'm going to say blank either before or after a single word. Everyone's going to write down their answers, and then on the count of 3, they're going to all hold them up. However many sames you get, that's how many points you get. The person with the most points wins the whole shebang. So, Glenn, would you like A or B?
I'll stick with A.
All right. Blank pie. Blank pie. Because today is Pie Approximation Day around the world. The U.S. is one of only 3 countries that goes month, date, year, whereas 7 divided by 22 is a closer approximation to pi than just 3.14.
Oh.
So that's just, random knowledge I have.
7 divided. What is a closer?
7 divided by 22.
22.
Oh, sorry, 22 divided by 7. The doy.
Doing.
All right. I'll edit that part out of the recording.
Doing.
All right. So, looks like everybody is ready here. Glenn, blank pie.
Apple pie.
We have apple pie. Let's see it. Everybody hold them up.
Cutie pie.
We've got 1, 2, 3, 4 apples, 1 cutie, and 1 cherry. All right. Manuel, you have to get 4 to cause another tiebreak or 5 to win it here. Yours is blank skate. Skate. Blank skate. And that's because, well, I just wrote the word skate.
Okay.
Not everything has a story.
Mm-hmm.
Look at first half of season 3 of Heroes.
Ooh. Oh, wow.
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 I can agree with that, actually.
It's funny because it's true.
Season 1 of Heroes was great. Season 2 got killed by the writer's strike. First half
Yeah.
of season 3 was horrible because they're trying to fix season 2. And the second half of season 3, pretty fun. All right. And now that I've talked to you about Heroes, also available on Peacock. Be sure to go to peacock.com/ I was sent here by a weird show on Facebook, givethemmoney.com. All right. So, here we go, Manuel. Blank skate.
Cheap skate.
Cheap skate. All right, let's see it, panel. 1, 2, 3. Hold them on up. We have roller. We have ice, free, ice, couples, roller, and
give it to
roller. Manuel,
give it
I'm
to
sorry. After that
What
great
is
showing
this?
in the beginning, it looks like Glenn Packman is our winner.
Yay, Glenn.
Winning it for Connecticut. With that being said, I want to thank everybody so much. And just to remind our panelists just to turn off their cameras, because when I've stopped going live, then we'll do shout-outs afterwards. So, give it up for our panelists tonight. The wonderful, the one, the only, Julie Sinkoff. She's my favorite person in the pink bow. It's Jaja, and she's one of my favorite people in general. Amy Gray. Give it up for the wonderful, the talented Eric Darrow Worthley. He'll sell you cryptids and cryptocurrency. It's Lucas Colon. Coming to you from your stepdad's study you're not allowed inside of, Jay Rambo. Looking like a migraine of a fever dream, it's John Lascaretz. Your winning impaired contestant tonight, Manuel. And your winner tonight, the one, the only, Glenn Packman. I'm Matt Russell. Thank you so much for joining us tonight, everybody. Good night. Take care. Bye-bye.